Canada history and culture. The Northwest Coast Cultural Area, one of 6 contained in what is now Canada, is home to many Indigenous peoples, such as the Nuu-chah-nulth, Kwakwaka'wakw, Haida, Coast Salish and Haisla. Indigenous peoples in Canada, both historical and contemporary, have inhabited 6 cultural areas that, unlike provinces and countries, do not have strict boundaries, and instead refer to areas in more general terms. The earliest settlement of the Northwest Coast occurred probably around 14,000 years ago following the last ice age. Archaeological discoveries, including artistically carved tools and decorative pieces from thousands of years ago, have led some archaeologists to declare that artistic and spiritual traditions like the potlatch have been practiced on the Northwest Coast for over 5,000 years. The coin, a quarter noble, dates back to the 1420s and the reign of Henry VI, making it likely the oldest English coin ever discovered in Canada. The find is older than the previously oldest known English coin, also found in Newfoundland, in 2021. That coin, a half-groat found at the Cupids Cove Plantation Provincial Historic Site, dated to the 1490s. The Indigenous people and nations of North America are the traditional custodians of the land, having inhabited it for at least 14,000 years before Europeans arrived. The process of Indigenous Canadians are the original inhabitants of the land now known as Canada, tracing their ancestry back thousands of years. They are a diverse group comprising First Nations, Inuit, and Métis peoples, each with distinct cultures, languages, and traditions. Colonization caused existing Indigenous populations to experience widespread violence and dispossession of their land, fracturing and marginalizing their communities and cultural identities. Despite historical injustices, Indigenous Canadians have persevered and now play a vital role in shaping modern Canadian culture. Efforts to reclaim their languages, arts, and traditions have been crucial in preserving their heritage. Throughout every aspect of cultural life, from filmmaking and writing to cooking and playing sports, Canadian culture blends British, French, and American influences. A diverse country like Canada has various ethnic, religious, and linguistic groups. This diversity is especially unique since Canada was the first nation to adopt multiculturalism. Canada has dual nationality, French Canada and English Canada, derived from the British conquest of the French colony around Quebec and Ontario in 1760. Canada's culture is underpinned by its tolerance, respect and community orientation. Canadians are generally individualistic, yet they also emphasize and value everyone's contribution to their community. This has translated into the nation's role on the global stage. It has been involved in all of the UN's peacekeeping missions and is a big donor to foreign aid. In many ways, Canada leads by example, something its people take pride in. Canadians tend to see themselves as reasonable and inclusive people. They are generally very polite. Due to European roots and its close proximity to the United States, Canada's traditions are a unique amalgamation of several cultures. Quebec, Canada's French-speaking province, also has traditions that the rest of Canada doesn't follow. Canada's cultural identity is like an epic game of language bingo. Their official languages, English and French, are a nod to their historical ties with Britain and France. Canada's music festivals, like the Osheaga Music and Arts Festival, are also gaining recognition as some of the best in the world. They bring together a mix of international and homegrown artists, embodying the country's multicultural ethos. Festivals on this scale are soon becoming part of Canadian traditions.